Hello, my cat loving friends. Our friend Chris Roy is back. We had him on earlier. He's one of our heroes. He has combined fosters and transport and adoptions, and he is doing so much good for the animal world. And he's added something new. So, as soon as we get back from this word from our sponsor, we're going to find out what he's up to now. We'll be right back. Welcome back to 19 Cats and Counting. I am your co-host, Linda Hall, here with the ever lovely Rita Reimer.
Oh, you're too kind. You're the one that looks like Miss America. I always thought you looked like Miss America, especially in that video you did with Richard.
Oh, I'll take it. Exactly. I'll take it. I'll take it.
I'm so anxious to get to Chris. I don't even want to talk about me.
Fine. I won't talk to you anymore. We'll bring Chris in. Hi, Chris.
Hey, how's it going? Do I get one of those nice, cool introductions too?
You do. Our handsome, sparkling, animal-saving hero, Chris Roy, everybody.
Yay! He's a man of many talents.
I'm going to have you do all my introductions, Linda, from now on.
Always happy to oblige. Always happy. Girl. Yes, when you write
you just had
a, your forward.
Yeah, you had a flyby there.
Somebody just went zoom. Hello. Okay.
Well,
you never know what's going to happen in a cat house.
Chris, you have to tell us what's been going on with Doobert.
You know, there's always something going on with Doobert. I mean, we never stop building more stuff, right? And I'm a tech geek. You guys know that. I mean, so it's fun. We keep rolling out new features and we keep trying to challenge the, like what are the real challenges in rescue? And technology can't solve everything. But if we can make it easier for them to get videos, if we can make it easier to communicate, like we're the only platform that allows not one-way text messaging. Who the heck needs one-way text messaging? No, two-way people, right? Like if a person can't text you back,
give and get, right? Give and receive.
Exactly. So it's stuff like that we just keep pushing, trying to say, like, what can we do better? How do we save them more time? How do we make things more efficient? And that's what we're all about.
Doobert.com is the only place to go that we're aware of that connects everything. I mean, you can pick your cat that you want to get. You can foster. You can have somebody foster. You can find transport, everything. And we have mentioned it to a lot of people. And, that is one of the biggest struggles. Is somebody's in Washington and sees a cat in Albuquerque that they want, and how do I get? But I wish I could, but I'm too far away. How often do we hear that?
And we hear that a lot.
Yes.
In fact, sometimes I want a cat that's too far away. Not that I'm adopting anymore, but how would I get it? Right? Let's go to Doobert.
Exactly.
And well, if you're in the rescue world and you're not affiliated with Doobert, you need to be.
Please, yes, we have great rescuers. We have great foster people. We have great TNR friends. We've had Sterling Davis, the Trap King. I think he's the king of all the TNRs. We've had him on. We've got all these people, but they've never been connected until Doobert, which is what excited us so much. But you've added something else.
Yeah, you
don't new, pussycat.
I was gonna say, right? You ladies know I don't sit still. I'm always trying to. And I've been secretly, I didn't tell you guys about this last time because I was secretly developing something. And I had to have a big reveal, every once in a while, got to do that. So I'm super excited because to me, when you think about, if you talk to any animal rescue shelter, any animal group, right, that's doing amazing things, what is the one thing they'll need? More money, right? Because at the end of the day, we have to have money to buy things, to do things, to make the world go round. Everything costs money.
Yeah.
And, so one of my things from the beginning with Doobert is I wanted to say, how do we do things where I don't have to charge them? I mean, I have to pay for servers and developers and all these other things, but if I'm a burden on them, then I'm costing them money and not making them money. So I put my thinking cap on and I came up with it. And now it's live and I'm so excited. So, you ready for this?
And it is?
We're excited. What is it?
Ready, drum roll.
Drum roll, please.
So, we created something we call Doobert Forward, okay? And the idea is that you buy pet food, pet treats, pet supplies, whatever, and Doobert will pay forward 5% of your order to the animal shelter or rescue that you choose.
Nice.
So, your community, not some national unknown that you don't know. Like literally you pick the shelter and we will send them 5%. You don't have to pay any extra. You just we'll pay for them 5% of your order. So we're paying it forward because we want to bring these guys money,
Mhm.
and we want to keep it in the local communities because that's who you want to support. You don't want to support some group that you've never heard of. You want to
Yeah.
support the group that you're passionate about, that you work at or volunteer at or drive by on your way to work.
Right. That's
That's
amazing.
awesome.
And I don't think people realize, when we started, our homes are our rescues, right? I have 12 cats.
I have
She's got
16.
16. She had 20 at one time, but you don't know how many calls we get that these cats are going to die. And, one of the cats Rita has was found at 3 weeks with her brother in a ditch and had a dangly leg, and they
No
were going to
chance.
euthanize
Yeah,
her
they were.
because they couldn't afford to do the surgery, which again, support that rescue. Maybe they can afford to do a surgery. So Rita runs over and picks her up. And because she was so young, she had to be confined in solitary for a while. So she took her brother to keep her company because she already knew her brother.
3
And this
weeks is way too early for the snap test, so I had to wait.
Yeah. So this is how this goes. I recently had a stray in my backyard that I tried very hard to ignore, but finally my son and his girlfriend were sitting outside and the cat was all over their shoulders, and I was like, doggone it. And she wasn't spayed, and she was a young one, and she was going to end up repopulating.
Yep.
So we brought her in and we pulled the funds together. But this, where do you get the funds?
Right.
And
Yeah.
just feeding the cats. And we want to build a sanctuary, and it's so hard to get ahead.
It is.
Well, we've got so many immediate needs. So this is a really cool way.
Yeah. To me, I mean, if you think about it, every organization that does amazing work like you ladies do has their followers, has their people that want to help.
Yeah.
And, as you know, on Doobert, we have over 35,000 Dooberteers, amazing volunteers. So they're fosters, they're transporters, all that, but not everybody can do that.
Yeah.
So literally, I mean, I say, I can't make this any easier. You can sit on your couch and volunteer and help and save animals, right? Because all you're doing is you're buying your food from us instead of from the other website. So literally, you type in doobert.com. It might be like one more letter than one of the other ones and the same number of letters as the other one.
Right.
That's it. Same food, it's coming to you, and we're going to pay 5%. So I don't know about you. You guys probably spend way more than I do on cat food. I mean, I spend $100 a month on cat food just of the cats.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Right?
I'm jealous.
I know, you guys are like,
we have both commented that our Chewy bills are more than our mortgage payments. So yes, yeah, true story. True story.
Wow. So you think, okay, and no disrespect to Chewy, right? They're a big company, they're doing great things, but the same amount that you would spend, 5% of that, we're going to say, great, what organization do you want us to write a check to? We're going to send it PayPal, I should say, right? But we're going to send them a PayPal.
Right.
There's no hoops for them to jump through. There's no, oh, well, we're going to take a processing fee and then we're going to take the admin overhead fee and then we're going to give them 50 cents. No, like I love the fact that Amazon has their Amazon Smile program. It pays 1/2 of 1%, right? I buy so much stuff on Amazon, and I have my own rescue. I mean, I've literally made $50 in like 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And so I'm like, no, we have to do something significant.
And then they only pay it out. They wait till 2 months after the quarter. So we don't even have the money we earn.
We're going to pay it out as soon as your order ships, because to me, these organizations need that recurring money. And so if you had 10 people, right, that every month they're buying their food, you got 10 people now. And if on every order, if it was $5, right, that adds up.
It's so funny you said that. I was doing the math over here. You took it right out of my head as I was writing. I'm like, okay, Chris spends $100. 5% of that is $5. 10 people do that, $50 a month. This is awesome.
I know, Chris, Linda, what's great about this though is so many people say they'd like to help us, but with the economy right now, they can't. But this is a way they can just do their normal shopping for their pets and help us.
Yeah.
Or whatever organization they want to help.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Right. And that's the great thing is so people often have multiple organizations. Great. This month buy from this one, next month buy from that one, next month buy from that one. That's a
really good idea.
Right.
That's a really great idea. Yeah.
That way, and it'll show you, the system will show you, right? When you're shopping, it'll say you've earned this much. And we want to be clear, like, this is what we're going to pay forward. So you can order as many times as you want and to your point, Rita, it's like, they want to help, but they don't have the time. They don't have the resources, but they're still buying food for their animals.
Right.
Well, fine. That's fine. Check the box. Great. Thank you.
So they can choose a different organization for each order.
Absolutely.
Wow,
Absolutely.
see, you can't do that on Amazon.
No, you have to pick one and
pick
stick
one.
with it.
But
Oh
that
my
was
gosh.
important to me. And it was important to me to
Yeah.
make it that it's, like I said, it's local, right?
Mhm.
The only
Yeah.
requirement, the only thing the organization has to do is come sign up on Doobert. It's free, right? Because we check every single organization to make sure they're legitimate. I don't
Oh,
want to.
We
We're
know,
up there.
we
We're
signed
a
up.
member.
We know y'all did
Yep.
your due diligence.
Yes.
I have
Yes, we do.
never, I was impressed with that. That's never happened before.
No.
Loved it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad because it's really important to me. And we recheck them every year because it's important to me to make sure that when people are giving money or they're doing things, volunteering their time, you want to be dealing with legitimate people that are focused on helping animals because there are unfortunately scammers out there. So,
Yeah, we know.
so that's literally the only thing they have to do. They go sign up. It'll take them 5 minutes to sign up their organization. They put in their PayPal email, right? So we have to know where to pay it to. And that's it. And then they can sit back. They don't have to use the software. They don't have to do transport foster. They don't have to do anything. And literally they're out there. And it doesn't have to be just rescues and shelters. It can be the friends of shelters, the transport groups, sanctuaries, assistance dogs groups, right? Like there's so many amazing organizations that are helping animals and people.
Yeah.
And that's really the only requirement. There's got to be something animal related in it, right?
Yes, yes.
So we're already part of the Doobert community. So right now, when your store is launched, if somebody went to purchase something, they could choose our organization.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Behavior Alliance.
That's great.
Oh,
Yeah, you'll
my
see a
gosh.
drop down. You can either type the organization name, you can search by city, state, or zip.
Mhm.
And I tell people if you don't see them there, send us an email. We're happy to reach out to them and invite them, tell them what they got to do.
Chris, so amazing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know about Doobert, which really
Sure.
we mention it with some regularity to people in the space, or they've got, got transfer, or I just don't know how I would, whatever. And we're like, have you heard of Doobert? And they're like, no. And we need
You
to,
should.
we're going to run this out more. Yes, exactly. We're going to blast this out more because you should. You are solving so many problems. And now you've gone a step beyond and are helping end it. No, I don't know how to say it.
Well,
What's in it for you?
Oh, that's a good question.
What's in it for? So obviously there's a small amount that comes to Doobert too, right? Because with the markup and stuff. And to me, it's, so it helps me to offset my costs. But really, to me, what's in it for me is knowing that we're helping these organizations to do more. We're helping, to me, there's 330 million people in the US, right? They want to support these organizations. And when I founded Doobert, I knew so many people would help. They just didn't know how, right? They didn't know how to get involved.
Yeah.
And so we've recruited 35,000 Doobertiers across the country by just saying, look, here, you sign up, we'll help you manage your profile, we'll connect with the organizations. So to me, if there's now, even more, 350,000 people that want to say, listen, I can't volunteer, but I can certainly buy my Fifi food from your site, perfect. And then the money goes to them in their community. I keep bringing that up because that's the most important thing to me. It was hard figuring out how the heck are we going to do this? Because it's easy to just say, and 5% will be donated to rescues on behalf of, and you're going to go, which one, how often, when? And so literally you will see in the shopping cart, the organization you're supporting, how much your order is earning for them. And then literally as soon as your order ships, right? Because we decided let's wait till it ships in case something,
right.
We'll just pay it forward.
We often recommend products to our clients. So now we can recommend the ones on Doobert so they can benefit the organization of their choice or us. And then we could do our personal shopping for our pets and benefit our own sanctuary.
So check this out, Rita, because somebody else said to me, they said, because obviously our distributor doesn't have every single possible product, right?
Right.
But I'm happy to list any other company's products that's willing to be a part of this program. As long as they are willing to cover the 5%, there's lots of other pet products and stuff. So, I've talked already to people that have like animal boutiques, right? Like they make coats for dogs and stuff like that. They're like, will you list our products? I'm like, heck yeah, I'll list your products. I've had all sorts of people on my show, all sorts of different products and pet foods and toys. And they're like, will you list our products? I'm like, absolutely. So we're going to have, as seen on the Animal Innovation Show page, right, with all the products of the amazing
Wow.
entrepreneurs that we've had. And it's like, I want to help be a bridge for organizations that get what we're trying to do. And they go, I get it.
Oh,
You
this
guys
is so
know there's
hard.
always a markup between wholesale and retail, right?
Oh, yeah.
Got it. So that's all I'm asking is cover the cost. So I'm not losing money here.
Yeah.
And then we'll continue to pay it forward. And really, we can really make a big difference for some of these organizations.
And we're in
Yeah.
touch with a lot of manufacturers that send us
I've
products to
already
test.
made a list of
Yeah.
a couple we need to talk to. So,
Mhm.
but
Taking
that
notes.
aside, well, and I'll tell you with what you were saying about, 5% goes to rescues. I am very picky. I learned growing up that there are organizations that have a lot of superfluous paid staff, or maybe their CEO is making,
Yeah, I can think
$100,000
of
a
some
year and
right
more.
off the bat.
And maybe they are sending out a lot of mailings. I still get mailings to Dan Woodson, who was my former husband, who passed away in 2002. And I
Wow.
still get charities sending 2002.
20
I
years
still
later.
years
get
ago.
charities sending, oh my gosh, it has been 20 years. I still get charities sending things to Dan Woodson, wanting him to donate. That is a waste of paper. It's a waste of envelope. It's a waste of the time of whatever human put it
Postage.
together. It's a waste of postage. And I won't give you money just because you're wasting money sending to someone who's been deceased for 20 years.
I know. And the ones that they send you like calendars and T-shirts if you donate.
Who's
Why?
paying
Why
for
are you spending
those?
money on that?
I know. Who's
Spend it on
paying
the
for those?
animals.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
That's it. That's
Exactly.
you ladies got it figured out. This is why this was like 2 years in the making. From I knew we wanted to really change the game and really revolutionize things. And as you know, ideas are easy. It's the execution that's hard.
Tell me
So
about it.
we've
We're
been-
always full of ideas.
yeah.
I hate to
Right?
say this, folks, but we got to take a little break for our sponsor,
Okay.
who we hope will check out Doobert also.
Yes.
And we'll be right back. We're back with 19 Cats and Counting, talking to a man we so adore, Chris Roy, founder of Doobert.com, who has now created a store where you can purchase items for your cats, dogs, birds, whatever animal you have, and benefit the organization of your choice.
Yep.
Yes. So what
Yeah.
animals are covered? That was a really good thing to say. What animals are covered in here? Do you got my fish food? I don't have fish, but do you have my fish food?
There's obviously fish, there's reptiles, there's birds. I gotta find some equine. I've had several people ask me, hey, what about equine supplies?
Ooh, good idea.
Yeah, and my distributor does not cover those. So I'm on the hunt. I'm reaching out to all sorts of different companies saying, hey, here's what I'm trying to do. Would you like to be a part of this? But if somebody's watching or listening and they go, oh, I know just the place, let me know, because to me, that's what I want to be, is I want to be that conduit, right? I'm not trying to be a middleman or anything like that. I'm trying to make it easier to connect companies that want to do good and want to support. We're doing all the due diligence checking, right? So the company doesn't even have to check all the organizations out. We've already done that.
Yeah.
So we're doing all the work, and all they got to do is sell their products. I mean, that's a no-brainer.
Ding, ding.
There's so many small organizations out there that are doing good that really need help. I can think of quite a few, like the Sunshine Fund in
Sure.
Texas.
Yes. Yes.
This would be an awesome way for their supporters to
Yeah, it's kind of
give
like
them
shopping
donation.
local.
Mhm.
You know,
It
like we
is.
always say, shop local, and that's the idea, is give locally, right?
Right.
I mean,
Yes.
often people don't do that because they go, well, they don't carry my brand, or they don't carry this, or they don't carry that. Well, great, then let's change it. Like, if I can carry it, then you're still shopping local because you're paying it forward local.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if you don't see the items you want, drop them
Yes.
a line and say, hey, can you carry this?
Yeah.
Well,
And
what
Chris
a
will look
perfect
into it.
idea for these small companies. Like, we got some things from Catio Doggio. If you don't know the Catio Doggio people,
Love
you know the
them.
Catio Doggio people.
Yep.
They sent us the floating cat bowls.
No, we love them.
My
Love them.
gosh,
So
Chris,
awesome.
they're
I had them on my show.
Did
They're
you?
awesome.
Did you? They are insanely cool. And he's coming up with all these other ideas and really cool. But they're a small company. They're not really well known. We
Right.
blast them every chance we got. But how cool if they could put their stuff in your store. They're going to
Sure.
get seen more. It's going to help them. And I know these people, they are all about, like you, solving problems that you didn't know existed. They are the
Right.
first company to really come up with products that have shocked Rita and I, that it's like, it's not just a remake of another product that's cooler
Yeah.
now. It's like, oh my gosh, I've never seen this before, right? It's amazing.
Yeah, like
So,
their
yeah.
catio. Like their
Yeah,
catio.
yeah, the catio. Yeah. So yeah. So then they're an amazing company, but people haven't heard of them. So,
Right.
we try to blast
Awareness
them when we
is
can.
so hard, right? I mean, if you're a small, I mean, people ask me what's my number one problem. I tell them awareness. I mean, even today, as you said, I mean, you ladies are doing amazing telling people about Doobert. It's the single biggest problem I have that people don't know, even in the rescue world. We've been around for 8 years, and in the rescue world, which is a very small world, there's still organizations that haven't heard of
Yeah,
us.
we found that when we interviewed them on our
Yes,
show.
we've talked to organizations that haven't, we're like, wait, you got to hook up with Doobert. What are you doing? You need Doobert.
Yeah.
And, and what a way to get, of course, I can't look, I made a mistake the first time that you came on. I wanted to check out all of your site, and I made a mistake of looking at cats for adoption.
Don't.
Probably picked out 3 that I thought I needed.
We don't need any more.
Yeah, I can't. So I'm not looking
I'm
there
gonna put
anymore.
in something that's gonna ban you from that area, Linda.
Would you
It'll block
please?
it just for you.
I really, when I told my husband, I was looking and I said, and he said, no. And I
No.
said, I don't have a white one. And he said, they're not shoes, Linda.
Ooh,
I don't
True
have
story.
a white one.
bottle.
True story.
I don't have a white one.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
But on the other hand, if you are looking for a certain type of pet, even if you're looking for a purebred, you can find it in a rescue or shelter.
Yes.
I guarantee it. You don't have to go to a breeder.
Yes, you've got a
Mhm.
Russian blue that you picked up off the street.
I've had 2, and I
2.
have a Lynx Point Siamese.
Yes, yes. We've had Maine Coons. We've had, and
Mhm.
they were, none of them came from breeders. They were all
Nope, right.
rescues or literally picked up off the street. Pedigree doesn't matter. If you're a human is a jerk and is going to toss you out, he's going to toss you out whether you're pedigreed or not. So that we've taken in all kinds of cats, and yeah, you can find it. And don't worry if it's too far away, because Doobert will work out rescue.
right.
One-stop shopping, Chris.
That's
I
what I'm
love
trying to
it.
do. I'm trying to
Yes,
make it easy for
literally.
people to volunteer, and if they can't volunteer, I'm still making it easy for them to get involved in rescue and be a part of the solution, because I mean, we know they want to, and it's hard. And I feel bad when people email me and they're like, I don't have a car, I don't have the time, or so many different reasons. So now it's like, listen, here, that's all you have to do, right? Make
Yes.
it really
Ooh,
easy.
I just had
Yes.
an idea. We may need to take
Oh.
this offline, but hey, have you ever thought of listing behaviorists on your site?
That would be great.
Not just us, but they're
a directory of where to go for help.
Interesting.
Behaviorists, vets that are fear friendly, vets
Yeah,
that
the fear-free
specialize in
people.
cats. We find a lot of cat people like cat specialists.
They do.
Cat
Yeah.
people want cats only sitters. There's another
Yep.
one, pet sitters. People want cats only vets, and they have a hard time finding them. So a directory would be a perfect place. See, we're giving you your next project. Are you
Perfect.
ready?
There's
And
also
then-
a lot of cat behaviorists out there, and we need
I was
more.
gonna say, then you're gonna have me back on for the next.
I was just
evolution
gonna,
favorite.
will you stop it? That's the second time he's stolen things out of my brain. It's kind of freaking me out. I'm used to you doing it. I'm not used to him doing it.
That just shows you how in touch Chris is with the needs out there.
And that's what I was gonna say. There is a way, there are a lot of cat lovers who are like, yeah, I cannot foster. For one thing, I will
I
fail.
can't either. They
guarantee
stay.
you, she has failed. I've just never even tried. It's an amazing thing. I would love to do it. I don't know. And plus I got 12 cats in the house and I really can't have any more.
That wouldn't work.
We work 6 days a week. I do not have time to transport, although I have said, if I make a big trip, like I'm going to Rita's, I'm going to go on Doobert. This is one of the coolest things about Doobert.
Yes.
This is what, you don't have to be like, they're signed up, whatever. So I'll be like, I'm going to Lancaster, South Carolina. So I went on your site and I saw Columbus is one of your hubs. And
That's not far from you.
I drive through Columbus to go see Rita. So if you've got anybody in West Virginia, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina that wants a cat from Columbus, I'm going to sign up and take that cat on my trip. It'll keep me company on the drive, and we can discuss the mountains together. It'll be lovely. So there are still ways.
I love it.
But in general, no, I cannot be a transporter. But look what you did. You took your skill of tech and you worked to solve a problem. And everybody has a gift and everybody can help in some way. You came up with something that we hadn't heard of, right? Like it's not a rescue, it's not GNR. It's, it's this cool whole package of putting things together. And it just shows that everybody can do some good in one way or another.
I say rescue is kind of like a potluck dinner, right? Like everybody's bringing something to the table, and what I'm bringing is tech, right? I am not a marketing guy. That's why I have such an awareness problem with Doobert. But other people are amazing marketing people. You've got all sorts of skills. And so there's always a way that people can get a malt if they want to.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
needed a new website for your company, Chris is the guy.
Yeah.
I know we're going to have ours retooled sometime in the next year, and
And-
we're
Yeah, and
definitely
all the
going to
funding
Chris.
that we get
Close
in
friends
from
of
the-
ours that we adore hired Chris after we told, because we got off from our last podcast and Linda went to emailing everybody going, you need to talk to this guy, you need to talk to this guy, you need to talk to this guy. So then they had to do your website, and seriously,
Guess who they called? They called you.
they called
Yeah.
Chris, and he did an amazing
We
job.
can't wait till the new
Absolutely
one goes
amazing.
live for them.
I know.
Me
Yeah.
neither. I think I'm more excited than they are.
All right. Well, we are too now,
Kidding.
but yeah. And you're doing all of this out of the goodness of your heart. And I understand not everything is financially compensational. Is that a word? Sometimes we do things for joy. Sometimes, no one would have kids if everything was about financial.
That's true.
I'll make you poor. But
I wouldn't
but-
have 16 cats if everything was about money.
no kidding. But you do have to feed your own animals, Chris, and you do have to
I
feed
do.
yourself. Although you look like you've lost weight since our
Oh.
last trip, so hopefully you're doing okay.
Do you
But,
sleep? Do you ever sleep, Chris?
I do.
okay, okay.
Once a month, are you allowed to take a nap?
Whether you need it or
No.
not, no.
Yes. No.
But
Vacations? No.
You're doing all this Doobert stuff for a different form of compensation. However, you still have a house payment to make. You still have animals to feed and yourself to feed. So when we bring you on to help our site, not only are you solving a problem for us and doing phenomenal work and coming up with things we never would have dreamed of, but we're helping to feed you so you can continue doing
Keep a roof
Doobert.
over Chris's head, yes. And feed
I
his pets.
appreciate that because it gets kind of cold up here in Green Bay. So
Oh, I
Right?
bet it does.
Yes, exactly. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
from
Been
Buffalo
there.
originally, but you guys in Green Bay beat the snot out of
Right.
me.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
cold compared to that.
Yeah, I was there during a summer once, so I missed the cold, fortunately, but I
summer's not
knew about
bad.
it.
Winter.
Yeah. Yeah, my cousin lived there and sent for me when I was a kid, and I got to stay a couple of weeks there, but I think it was over a month. But anyway, I loved it, but that was summer, not winter. So yeah, exactly. So we need to keep your heat on. We need to keep. Okay, we got it. So
Yeah.
but you're not asking for handouts. You're asking to.
No.
You're solving other people's problems that will in turn help you, which is amazing.
You're
So that's
definitely in
all paid forward.
service to
Yeah,
the,
Yeah,
you are
to the
definitely
pets of the
service.
world.
methodology. I believe in that, right? Like I believe if I do my part and pay it forward, then others will do it, and it all comes back, right? You put good out in the world, and you're going to get good back.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Some of our most stressful behavior sessions, man, when they write back and the cats are snuggling together.
That's the best feeling in the world.
It's a high. I sit here with this big grin on my face, looking like an idiot in a room all by myself, and just I
No,
get
there-
goose pimples and I giggle.
There's
and I'm
times
just-
we're in tears with
Oh,
people,
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Linda more than me. I cry off camera.
Yeah, I'm an emotional nut job, but we'll text each other like, "Did you see so and so wrote it?" Yeah, it's knowing that you're helping, and Chris, you're doing so much good for so many people. You're getting cats. I can't imagine how many cats' lives you've saved in this time,
No.
and now and allowing people
Cats
to get
and
cats
dogs, don't forget.
and dogs. I'm sorry. See, we're cat centric, so cats, fish, dogs,
Sure.
reptiles, anything
You
else.
got something brewing on your bed there. You got a little ruckus.
It looks
about
like
to
something's
happen.
about
Oh, look, the ears are flat.
Yeah.
Oh no, Bowie's turning away.
Always decided I better
Yeah,
not do
I'm
that.
not playing with you. I'm playing with you.
I
Watch
know
it,
we're
people.
coming up on, we've got a few minutes left, but Chris, is there anything we haven't covered or any last words you want to people to take away?
I mean, first of all, I appreciate you having me on. I think we've covered everything. And like I said, I think this is the end of how easy I can make it, right? Like if you can't transport, you can't foster, you can't adopt, you can't be an in-person volunteer. Like there's lots of things you could do, but if you can't, you can still shop and you're still going to make a big difference. So we've tried to
you're
make
gonna be
it
doing it
super,
anyway.
super easy.
Yeah, you're going to be doing it anyway. You know, there are a lot of rescues. My local Friends of Felines Rescue Center here in Defiance, they have people that shop on Amazon and send them products. Go on Doobert,
Yep.
send some food to your favorite rescue, and then 5% of what you paid is going to be sent back to them too, double.
Yes.
Or if you've got 2 rescues you love, send one of them food and the other one the 5%,
Yeah,
right?
right now we have somebody who ordered some food for us, and
Yes.
they probably would have done a lot more good ordering it at Doobert. So
Yeah. Because not
it
only would we
will-
have gotten the food, but the 5%, right?
the website
Yep.
shop.doobert.com.
So if you go to Doobert.com, it's linked. You can go directly to shop.doobert.com, and it'll take you there. But either
Okay.
way, just go to Doobert. And
Yeah.
if you don't want to sign up and be a Doobertier, that's totally fine. You can just shop and buy all the stuff you want. And like I said, if there's something that we don't have, a product, and we can get it, like I'm happy to work with whatever manufacturer if they're willing to work with us. So
Yeah.
keep the ideas coming.
Yes, we'll be happy to. You've got enough ideas to keep yourself coming, but we'll of course assist us any way
we'll
we
talk
can.
offline. We'll talk.
So
offline.
yeah, no kidding. So October 3rd is when the shopping goes live. We
Yep.
got a sneak peek.
Hopefully by the
Lucky
time you're
us.
listening to this, the shop
Yes,
will be
it
live.
should be live. Doobert.com for honestly everything, for rescue, for everything.
For rescues, for pet food, for
Transport.
adopting. If you
Yep.
need a
Yes.
website, he's your guy.
Yes,
Come to us.
yes, please.
Thank
And
you.
the selection of animals. I mean,
Yes.
you want a white female that's fluffy, I guarantee you'll find it. I mean, it's not like,
We know
yeah,
Linda
You
can
really
find it
were
for
stuck
sure.
on that white
I
cat,
don't like
Linda.
when I
Yeah,
want a
she
white
is.
cat. I don't have a white cat. I need a white cat.
I
Somebody talk to
do.
Brian.
You can borrow Smoochie.
Smoochie. Smoochie's a behavior issue. I'm not sure I want Smoochie. I'll go shop at Doobert. Anyway.
I know. Thank you so much for coming on, Chris. You're welcome
Yes,
back
yes.
anytime you want to come.
Yes.
We're always happy to talk with you, and in the future work with you on our website. Linda, as always, my co-host with the sparkle. She brings the sparkle. And Mark Winter for giving us this spot on Pet Life Radio. We thank you over and over again. We probably don't say it enough. We thank you for everything you do. Another person who doesn't sleep.
Yes.
And remember, not just today, but every day is Catterday. We'll see you. next time.
Right.